CTV family, catch us live on your TV screens.
Yep, catch us live on your TV screens. And today, for those of you who do not know, we are celebrating Programmers Day. So let me tell you guys what that is. Programmers Day celebrates the work of world's computer programmers. The day is celebrated on the 256th day of the year, a deliberate choice based on the mathematical intricacies of binary code. The day may also be referred to as Day of the Programmer. I feel like, hey, Abandu, want to be celebrated and understand that, but hey, we don't have enough days for all the other careers. And not only that, I want to tell you guys how this day came to be. In 2002, two individuals from a group called Parallel Technologies gathered signatures so that their country would sign the day into law. In 2009, the president of Russia signed the proposed bill. As a result, Programmers Day emerged. So today we are celebrating Programmers Day. If you are a programmer out there, we want to say thank you for the work that you do. But that's not all that we're celebrating. We're also celebrating entrepreneurs, and Ulwandele has the scoop.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do have the scoop. Shout out to Awonka Dilaza, Kailich's finest. I actually want to find out, when is World National TV Presenter Day? Because the TV presenters need to be celebrated, man. We're doing such an incredible job. Make sure you hit us up on our social media pages if you are enjoying the show. It is Ekse_live on Twitter, as well as on Instagram, as well as Ekse Live on Facebook. And darlings, you can always hit us up on WhatsApp. It is 074-650-0202. As you know, on Mondays we celebrate everything that has to do with motivation. And I can tell you, this story is definitely motivational. He founded a business in 2017, and darling, he has already won awards as an entrepreneur. So ladies and gents, without any further ado, then help me welcome Sabelo Lindani in the building. Thank you so much for joining us, and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now listen, I know most people, we grow up, we want to go to varsity, then we want to work from 9 to 5. How did the entrepreneur life come up for you? Were you always like, I'm not a 9 to 5 person, I'd rather start my own thing? Or did you start at 9 to 5, then slowly moved into entrepreneurship? Tell me your story.
That's exactly how it happened. You know, first I fell in love with conservation, because that's the space where I'm operating.
Yeah.
So I fell in love with that, and then I worked for about close to 15 years, you know, as a conservationist working for government.
Yeah.
But then I started noticing some opportunities within the sector. But I've always had that entrepreneurship within me, even back coming in high school.
All right.
But yeah, that's how it has actually came about. But I was inspired by actually one moment. It was in 2004 when I was doing some conservation training with a lot of business people, and I thought, that's where I want to go.
So 2004, walk me through 2004, 2017, you actually start your own, which is called the Contour Enviro Group, which, congratulations, you've done so much with it. So how did that journey come about? So you were like, okay, I see where I want to be, but then 2017 was the day where you're like, I'm actually doing it, nailing it down.
Look, it was quite a very, very long journey.
I can imagine.
A very tough journey.
Yeah.
So 2004, I was completing my diploma in nature conservation, so I was doing an in-service training. That's when I had the opportunity to actually attend this tourism guide training. And then I thought during that, I'm not sure if you remember, everyone was talking about 2010 World Cup, and I thought, you know what, I need to be in Cape Town because I need to start my business. And I was trying to I tried to get myself ready for that from 2004 up until 2009, while I'm still working, while I'm getting other people to pay me salary. Up until so my first job was in Port Elizabeth. Eventually I came down to Cape Town to try and realize that dream. Obviously it failed. You know, it never materialized. I had some challenges, and I kept on parking the idea, but then I kept on working on it, you know, on the side in the evening, up until I eventually decided to take that step in 2017.
And you took this step, and I'm sure you're not looking back because it's making great strides.
No, absolutely. Look, it's
I'm
not
so glad.
easy. It's not easy. I've lost almost everything, you know, but I had to start over. Now it's fun, you know, I've learned a lot through the process, but it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love that.
I'll do it again.
And if someone haven't heard of Contour Enviro, what do you guys do?
So, I mean, if you think about it, the environmental field is very, very exciting. I mean, it's one of the best fields that one could ever take as a career.
Think so?
Absolutely.
I think TV presenting is better.
Yeah, the environment is the best. So what we do, we do a number of programs. Some of them are like easy, chilled programs. We take school kids and we expose them to the environment. So, for instance, we work with for the past 4 years now, we've been doing some work for the Department of Agriculture. But we take kids from different schools. It's about 20 schools in the Cape Winelands, Overbeck, as well as the West Coast. So we take those kids, we take them into protected areas, botanical gardens. We teach them about plants, we teach them about animals, we teach them about different environmental systems. That's the first activity that we do. But we also work with conservation authorities, whereby we provide them with accredited conservation training. So we take someone who's a field ranger, we assist them to grow in the sector, we mentor, we coach up until they become reserve managers. That's a position that I had before I left for my private entity. So that's one of the activities, but we also work in the agricultural sector. We provide environmental management consulting for agricultural, what do you call it now, in the agricultural sector, whereby we work specifically with fruit farmers. So we help them with environmental compliance related activities that include fire risk assessments, among other things.
Yeah.
And the last
What
one.
I'm hearing is you guys do a lot.
Yeah,
Yes, and the last one?
because it's all exciting.
Yeah.
It's all exciting, and now we're getting to a space whereby we're going to start flying drones and assist conservation authorities
That
to
sounds
actually, so that they can bring up some efficiency in terms of the activities that they do in their areas. And we don't only operate in the Western Cape, we also operate in Limpopo, and we also have some few activities that we do in Zambia.
As you said, I want to just go back because with today it's all about motivation. And as our youth out there, they might want to start entrepreneurship, but they're like, I'm actually not sure. So what does it take to actually live your life?
Wow. So,
Because it can be like tricky on so many different levels. So like, what does it take to be you?
Yeah, look, it has been glorified. Everyone talks about entrepreneurship as if it's an easy thing to just get into and run with it. It is tough. You need obviously, perseverance.
Yeah.
And what has helped me a lot, is to actually get mentors, people that can help me. Now I've got people that I can call at any given time. If I've got challenges, people that I can always run to. But what has helped me before I even got to that point was reading. I've read some of the best books, that most people have read, like your Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I've read a lot from Richard Branson. So those books go to the library. That has helped me a lot.
Yeah.
But there are certain qualities, as I said, perseverance, that ability. When you want something,
You go for it.
you go for it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, or it shouldn't matter what people tell you, because I've had a lot of people who said to me,
Don't do
Uta, you've got a good career. You're going to go far if you keep on working for government. And I said, you know what, man? It doesn't matter. I want to try this thing. So if you've got that passion and that drive to actually go out there, because it's all about making the difference, a difference at the end of the day.
You mentioned that, but so many programs that you're doing, and if one is sitting at home and they're saying, hey, I actually just not even, maybe I'm still in high school, I want to see if my high school get connected, or I just want to ask your company a lot of questions, or I want to be part of an environmental group, like where do I go and where can we find your group?
Oh yeah, that's what we do. That's why we work in schools as well. And we actually link with some international organizations whereby we try to get these young people that are in high school and primary to be part of, or to actually get to understand the environment, and we develop them up until we get to a certain point. So, to answer you, go to Contour Enviro Group on Facebook, same thing on Instagram, as well as on LinkedIn. So we are there. And we're busy upgrading our website now, but we are there.
All right, Sabelo, thank you so much for chatting to us. Hopefully you guys are inspired at home. I know I certainly am. Listen, ladies and gents, we do need nature. You must not only love nature, but you must learn more about it so that we are helping each other grow and spread the love out there. Ladies and gentlemen, still more coming up on the show. Snidable Flick, Jonas is in the building. Lamali Moon is in the building. I want you to Laza Kylich's finest is in the building right now, though. A quick Addy, and we'll see you after this.
CTV family.